Chucking Around.
Just chucking around. Chucking around. Just chucking around.
And we are back. Welcome back to another episode of Just Chucking Around. I'm your host, Mr. Chuck Houston. And look, I just want to give a shout out to the Astros, man. I went to the World Series game last night. That's like going to the fucking Super Bowl, my nigga. Like, I went to the real World Series game last night. It was crazy as hell. We won. Everything turned out right, man. So shout out to the Astros. Shout out to H-Town. Now the series is tied up 1-1. We're on the way to Atlanta. And hopefully we bring it back to H-Town and finish it off here, man. So shout out to them Astros, man. Another thing in Houston that's going on right now, we got some high winds going down in Houston. It's crazy out here. It's like shit, trees are falling down, winds are blowing 40 to 60 miles per hour, like all around the city. It's like crazy. I went to my mom's house today, and her fence blew down, like a section. Like it wasn't like one, like a board or nothing like that. It was like a whole section of fence that just fell down. And I was like, oh shit. She was like, yeah, the fence fell down. And I went out there and I tried to fuck with it, and that shit was like, it was beating me up. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was trying to hold it up. The wind was blowing. I was like, look, man, I'm not finna fuck with this shit today. I just got to come back. So I called the handyman because I don't do that type of shit. So handyman will be there tomorrow or Saturday, and he'll fix my mom's fence. So with that being said, we got to bring in the producer of the year, my main man, Mr. Blame the Coming. Come on in here, my boy.
What's happening, man? Listen. Speaking of them high winds, man, listen. I had some trees grow up over the house, man. Man, they woke me up knocking. I said, man, what's going on? I looked up out that window. I say, woo! Low key, they had a little tornado on the north side too, man.
What?
You know, I don't know if it touched down for a long time, but it was like a nice little funnel cloud for a minute, man. I ain't lying. When I heard them trees knocking up against them limbs knocking up against that house, man, low key kind of scared me, Chuck. I ain't lying. I said, let me take my little frail ass downstairs for one of these pine trees fall on this house and pin a nigga, and I can't reach the phone and call nobody. I'm just sitting here stuck. So yeah man, I actually went outside today because the wind was high today too, and cut some of them limbs down up off the house. You know, you don't take care of that, man. They go to knocking shingles and tearing up your hardy plank and all that. So it's just a, you know, problem that you need to take care of right up off the hand. I had wood chippings all in my house, so I had to go get my hair cut today, man. Shout out to my barber, you know what I mean, for that low tape. That boy got me right, you know what I mean?
Yo.
You feel me? Got a little haircut, man. So, you know, just been doing some chores around the house. Had to cut the grass before I get ready to go out of town, do some shows, all that, man. So just keeping up some maintenance, man. But let me tell you, that wind was driving my grandma crazy. I called my grandma. I said, you all right over there? I ain't heard from you, making sure you're okay, all that high wind. She said, yeah, I can stand the rain, but I don't like this high wind. It keep blowing us. She got a car cover on her car. She said, it keep blowing my little blocks off the top of my car. That keep my car that was just blowing it off like paper. I'm tired of going over there covering my car back. She don't even drive no more, man. She don't even hardly drive like that. But, you know, I guess it's something to just keep her busy, you know. But shout out to my grandma, man. You know
already shout out to grandma, man. Well, welcome back to another episode of Just Chucking Around. We short staffed today. So right about now, it's just, this is it. This is what y'all gonna get. And to be honest with you, I've gotten some requests for me and you just to do the show together.
Wow.
So we're gonna give the people what they've been asking for today.
Okay.
I'm just, you know, we got to give the people what they're asking for today. So let's start out with this topic, man. This is a tragic situation that happened here in Houston, man. It was a 8-year-old little boy. He was killed by his mother's boyfriend. He was beaten to death. He wasn't just shot. He beat him to death. He kicked him. He punched him. He did everything he could to kill this little boy. And at the end of the day, they left the remains of the little boy in the house for like a year and a half or some shit like that. So it's only like skeleton bones left. And then there was 3 other children in there, his other siblings was in there. And they were like so afraid, to go outside to contact anybody because they figured, this guy that killed their brother was gonna do the same thing to them. So one of them right now he's hurt. His jaw is like swollen right now because the dude jumped on him too. But now he's in custody. He's a white guy. The chick is a black woman. They're both in custody. The white guy has $1 million bond. The chick has a $900,000 bond. I think they both should have no bond for doing this to this child. He didn't ask to come here, and that wasn't even that guy's son. So, with that being said, B, I want you to give me your opinion on that. I know it's a gloomy topic, but give me what your thoughts are about that, man.
Man, so I heard about this story on the news, man. I got so many questions, though. You know what I mean? Like, was the rent paid up? I mean, before we even get to that, you know what I mean? Like, because they said they was abandoned.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, and come on, man. We all know what a dead dog smell like from down the road. Like, nobody smelt that wrenching odor.
They did.
Huh?
They did. That's something I left out. They did smell that shit. It was a neighbor that got on the news and she was like, I smelled something, but I didn't say nothing. So right. They smelled it. It wasn't like, the nigga just died. They put him in the freezer or something and didn't let him spoil. They smelled it.
Right. But come on, man. They said it was flies and roaches in the house. And come on, man. It's something missing out that story to where, you know what I mean? I can understand them kids being afraid and fearful. You know what I mean? If they didn't seen their little brother, get succumb to his injuries from abuse and stuff like that. But man, it's feel like it's something missing out that story, man. I don't know what it is. And I saw a picture of the little boy on the news, man, handsome young boy, man. And me being a father of a young son, you know what I mean? It's just terrifying, man. You know what I mean? To think that, somebody could do that to a young boy, man. That boy was innocent. You know what I mean? A child. I think he was like that. I think they almost said he was like 10 or whatever. And they said he slipped through the cracks because a lot of kids hadn't been showing up to school during the pandemic. You know what I mean? Okay. And so that's why he slipped through the cracks and nobody had checked on him or found out if he had went to another school or anything like that, man. So it's just an unfortunate, list of circumstances too, man. And that mother failed them kids, man. That mother failed them kids. She failed them kids, man. I don't know what their circumstances was, if it was drugs involved, but it was definitely some dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? So, man, a senseless life to be lost. It ain't nothing that little boy could have did that have made you put his hands on him now. I think they said one of the kids was in there special needs or something like that they said too.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but maybe so.
If it was the case, I understand those are some challenging circumstances to deal with, you know what I mean, when it comes to children and stuff like that, man. So, and then, I'm thinking back to the story, man, them kids gonna definitely be traumatized for a long time in their life, man. They gonna need all kind of therapy and, counseling, things of that nature, man. So, bless their soul, man. That's a story that them kids gonna take to their grave, man, when they get older, and hopefully they can overcome their trauma, man.
Yeah, they definitely will have a little PTSD, when it comes to this. If any situation that rises up that even resemble this around them, they gonna, they probably gonna freak out a little bit. And I noticed you said something about school. They hadn't, nobody probably said something at school. Well, these kids hadn't been enrolled in school since 2020. So neither one of them been in school.
Well, what they said was they slipped through the cracks due to the pandemic, man, because some of the kids were doing that virtual school at home and stuff like that. And, you know what I mean? Nobody just checked up on them like the truancy officers or, you know what I mean? I don't even really know if that really still exists like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so it was just a lot going on, man. This just goes to show too how hard the pandemic was on some people. You know what I mean? There was probably a lot of frustration. People who don't have maybe education or a means to take care of themselves or access to the finances of the PPP loan or the SBA loan and all that, man. It's a stress and a struggle, man. And maybe that little boy was a victim of the frustration of dealing with the pandemic. I don't know, man, but God bless his soul and rest his soul, man.
Already, man. I'm with you on that 100%, bro. Yeah, let's get a little bit more upbeat, man, because I hate starting the show down like that, man. But I had to acknowledge that, you know what I'm saying, just because of that kid that didn't have to go senselessly. But let's bring this a little bit upbeat. We're gonna get this into the battle of the Lils, the LIL, the battle of the Lils, man. Lil Boosie and Lil Nas X been kind of beefing on Twitter, on Instagram, and Lil Nas X daddy actually got on Boosie ass, and he was like, "Hey, you need to raise up off my son." You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. He actually said, "Go sit your old man looking ass down somewhere."
From another old man, so he knows.
From the real old man. So, Lil Boosie, Lil Nas X, they been going back and forth, man. Lil Nas X, he really been getting the best of Boosie, like on Twitter and on Instagram or whatever. And Boosie get mad and he go off on a rant or whatever. So, I'm gonna use your quote. It's a slippery slope, but but this been what's going on. Lil Nas X and Lil Boosie been battling, man. I think Lil Boosie need to go and just do a song with Lil Nas.
He not gonna do it.
He not gonna do that shit.
Man, he not associating with the LG HDTV community, man. He's not doing that, man.
Yeah.
So man, I just think that's a protective father, man. You know what I mean? As much as, people kind of, I guess, cringe at that lifestyle, you know what I mean? What are you to do as a parent, man? You still love your child. You don't want to see nothing happen to him. You know what I mean? You still got love for him. You proud of him, even though he may be a part of that community. He's overcome the circumstances of being black and being, a part of the LGBTQ community. You know what I'm saying? So, and a black man. And a black man. That's what I'm saying. Black and gay.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, maybe, who knows? Maybe the daddy wasn't as proud, but he probably proud now because look what his son done made of himself. We don't know who his daddy is. We know the son. And the son said, "Hey, man, back up off my motherfucking son, man. I don't give a damn what he do. You know what I mean? I love him. I got his back. I brought him into this world. I know his struggles. I know what he's been through. I know what he faced. You know what I mean? I know the work that he put in. You know what I'm saying? And so, rightfully so, I think any father should take up for their son. And, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Lil Nas X wealth is trickling down to his daddy in some kind of form or fashion too. You know what I mean? And it's right on time for Thanksgiving and Christmas. You know what I mean? Who wouldn't speak up? Yeah. Who wouldn't speak up around the holidays, man? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That's, I was joking aside though, man. But, if Lil Nas X, I heard Lil Boosie making several comments about the man, and I don't know what the beef is and stuff like that. But, you know what I mean? I understand where Lil Boosie coming from. It's just, the culture, some people find it hard to change. You know what I mean?
Right.
When you're so used to seeing things in a certain light, gangster rap, this, that, and maybe his image softens the culture of rap. You know what I mean? And some people don't want that. But you know what I mean? At the same time, I think it's time for the culture to get away from all this guns, sex, weed, murder, drugs. You know what I mean? It's time for something else, because before that it was fight the power, F the police. You know what I mean? So it's going in cycles, and maybe this is just a phase of the rap game. You know what I mean? Right. I can't say I know anybody personally that jam Lil Nas X. You know what I mean? I know he's stitched in. I see his Uber Eats commercials and whatever other commercials online. How they just portraying him though, as like he always got to have on a wig or just something. Like I saw him riding on a horse with a wig. It just looked real sexual. You know what I mean? It was okay. Kind of out of pocket, man. You know what I mean? Like.
So you know, like what the horse and shit mean, right?
I don't know what it mean.
On the commercial, the horses. You remember a song that was like so hot? I'm gonna take my horse to the old town. Okay. That's what they about. Yeah, that's what that shit is about. And Elton John on that bitch, he riding on the spaceship, Rocket Man. That's who he is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta look deep into this shit, nigga. This shit ain't just surface. You got to look all the way into it.
Yeah.
So Lil Boosie put a statement out saying that I'm not homophobic. You know, I'm just not, into what Lil Nas X is doing. I mean, if you got to put a statement out saying that you're not homophobic, you probably homophobic.
Well, no, man, let me say this, man, because, anytime you find yourself pro-black or pro-rap or pro-anything, then they try to change the narrative to say that you anti this or against that, or you hate this or you hate that, which is not necessarily the case. So you got to clear the waters. Just like when that man went to the Netflix when they walked out at Netflix, the protest, and held the sign, and then tore up the man's sign and said all he had was a pick. They said he had a weapon. If you don't speak for yourself, they'll change the narrative real quick, man. So you got to speak for yourself.
You right. Okay, so I'm gonna take it back to Lil Boosie. This was like a year ago. Lil Boosie bought his son some pussy. I'm just saying, man, the nigga did the shit. This was like on Facebook, YouTube, all this shit, Instagram. Lil Boosie bought his son some pussy. So I guess that was gonna stop him from,
Is Lil Boosie's son gay?
No, I don't know if that's what he is or not, but I guess he was trying to get ahead of the game.
Well, let me say this. If Lil Boosie's son is gay, and that was the reason he bought his son some pussy, I'm gonna say that's a dedicated father for trying to steer his son in the right direction. You know what I mean? Down the path that he think is righteous in his eyes, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think his son is gay. But that's a hell of a gift from your daddy. You know what I mean? I always say it, man. That Louisiana culture, man. It's a whole different type of mentality, man. He ain't the only one that think like that, man. So, I mean, did he spend the hot 40 or was it more than that?
I don't know what he spent, but this could be like, some kids, they really don't know who they are yet. So he probably saw it going in a direction that he didn't like and was like, let me get in front of it and say, yeah, my nigga, you're not going to be that. Right. All right. So yeah, man. That's all I really got about Lil Boosie, man. We got a late employee to the game. The man's been doing what he want to do. He don't give a fuck about what we doing. But we're gonna bring him in anyway. We're gonna bring in the cleanup hitter, man. Y'all been looking for at least 20 minutes and 23 seconds. The cleanup hitter of the year.
Hey, sorry I'm late, but not really. What's going on, man? I'm ready to crack this open and get it cracking. What
man,
y'all
we out
talking
here.
about, man?
We out here,
Cheers,
man.
man. How y'all brothers doing?
What's going on, my brother?
I see I'm not the only one who's late.
Well, the other niggas called off. Yeah, the nigga he called in, so yeah. We'll I'll get your quick opinion about what we went through. Let's talk about, I don't know if you've seen the 8-year-old that was killed by the white man and left in an apartment with the siblings or whatever. Just give me your quick opinion about that, and we'll go to the next one.
When I saw that on the news, man, it fucked me up, man. It really fucked me up. I'm just imagining what them other kids was going through, in addition to how that kid's last moments were. What kind of parents would do that, But I saw the pictures of them parents, and I was like, oh yeah, they janky.
They look like the devil.
Man, they look janky. I mean,
yeah.
How you just gonna kill one kid and leave all the rest of the kids to just live around the dead body? You know what I'm saying? So
skeletal remains.
Right. They should bring back the firing squad, man, or something. You know what I'm saying? Torture, something. Them people need to be dealt with. And I mean, every time I think about it, I just get real upset. So I'm a chill. Chill.
Okay, yeah, because like I say, I go to my mom's house every Thursday or whatever, and she was like really emotional about this shit, man.
Right.
She was like about to cry about this shit, and I was like, God damn, man. I'm not a real emotional person when it comes to things like that, but when I see my mama feeling like that, that shit just kind of, it took me somewhere else, man. So man,
it's a trigger, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime you see kids hurting or treated like that, it's gonna affect you.
Right. Okay. Well, we got that down, man. I appreciate your opinion on that. Let's go to Lil Boosie versus Lil Nas X. Give me your opinion on that shit. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't see that, but what a segue.
Okay.
So Lil Nas X daddy is beefing with Boosie?
Yeah, he said, stop fucking with my son, my nigga. Leave him alone.
Yeah. That's what he basically said. Like, Boosie was on Lil Nas X about the gay shit or whatever, and his daddy was like, Lil Nas X daddy was like, hey, nigga, go sit your old man looking self down.
Nigga daddy said, you about to fuck me out of my Christmas present. You don't quit this bullshit.
Right. I bet he didn't take up for Lil Nas X before he was paid. I bet he didn't even claim him before he was paid. Yeah. It's like when you all of a sudden get a good parent when you get that bread. So
yeah.
And then he a grown man. He can defend himself.
He definitely can.
Yeah.
So
maybe
shout out to Boosie, man, on them rap snacks. I caught me some of them rap snacks with them noodles in the cup. Man, they fire. Shit. I ain't never going back to ramen.
Hey, that's Master P shit, right?
Well, they all got a deal together. They working all together because I got some with Lil Boosie, I got some with E40, and some with Master P, and all them motherfucking flavors is off the chain. So shout out to all the rap snacks and all that shit.
Yeah, I got the Migos rap snacks right now, the chips.
I tell you one rap snack I won't get if they have one with Lil Nas X on it. That's one I ain't getting.
It's gonna taste like nuts and booty crumbs.
It's gonna be nuts and cheese because that boy so cheesy.
Oh boy, I gotta write that down. That's a new joke for me. The Lil Nas X rap snack.
You gotta do it. Oh man, it's good to see you, brothers. Man, I thought I was late, but
yeah,
turns out I'm right on time. Turns out I'm right on time.
You're late, but welcome back, man. I'm glad you're back, man. We're gonna go into this next topic. What we got? Let's go into Alec Baldwin, man. Alec Baldwin was on the set of a movie that they were shooting. Speaking of shooting, he ended up shooting like 2 people. He shot one person and killed her. She was like a photography director or whatever. And then it was like another person that got shot in the shoulder or whatever. They didn't die, but like the what they call her is an armory, the armory chick that brings the ammo on set. She had problems in the past, and with other actors, and all of a sudden you get live ammo on the set, and you kill a person. Now I got charges because you didn't do your fucking job right, and then here you come. I got another charge with a assault from just shooting somebody. It's kind of sketchy, man, and they trying to really charge Alec Baldwin. Well, I ain't gonna say they trying to charge him. They saying everything is still open, everything is still on the table. Ain't nobody off the hook right now. So, with that being said, blame the comic, man. Give me your opinion on that.
Well, let me say this, man. Definitely a tragedy. Somebody definitely dropped the ball. I would also say that, man, they just show you just how dangerous, the entertainment industry can be, man. They says things about there was also real bullets that they took the guns to go fire some real bullets off the set and stuff like that. And then I'm just thinking, man, you trust these people because they got gun experts that be on site and stuff like that. And man, it's supposed to go through proper protocol and all that great stuff. And somebody, that lady lost her life senselessly, and I know somebody got to pay. I don't know if it's gonna be Alec Baldwin. I don't know if the movie studio is gonna be held liable, but somebody got to pay for that, man, because that's not the type of accident that you just let slide. You know what I mean? Somebody lost their life. Somebody lost their loved ones. You know what I mean? So, and I was just thinking, me trying to break into that entertainment industry and one day wanting to be there, man, and maybe my son breaking into that one day, man. You know what I mean? That just always puts in perspective about what you got to look into and be careful and double check, and you know what I mean? Make sure that everything is right, man. You can't, the smallest things you just can't take for granted, man. So shout out to the lady who lost her life. You know what I mean? The family, my condolences to them. And you know what I mean? Hopefully this will put better protocols in place where prop guns will have to be double checked, triple checked, and all that stuff. Or maybe they just shoot and just add gunfire or sound effects in post, and they don't even do this no more.
Right. So just do the shit later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they said they had looked into it. Like when the shit first happened, they looked into it, and nobody rechecked the guns. You know what I'm saying? It was just like it was a one check thing, and then all of a sudden they just let them go back on set. With these guns, with these live bullets. Now, what I will say is they have a insurance policy. If you do die on set, I found this out today. If you do die on set or something happens to you, there's a maximum of $30 million that could be paid out to the family. So, I mean, I know there's no consolation. You can't put a price on life or anything like that, but I mean, 30 M's, my nigga. I might go and sacrifice my little brother or something.
Oh man, come on, man. Too soon, Chuck. Too soon, man.
That's cold. That is cold-blooded.
Brillo, talk to me.
Yeah, I think the project was called Rust or something like that. So, like Blame said, man, rest in peace to Helena Hutchins, I believe was her name, and the assistant director named Dave Halls had an issue way back in 1982 when they were shooting an episode of The Twilight Zone. It was a Vietnam War scene, and it was a helicopter. So it was an actor named Vic Morrow and two children, ages 6 and 7, and they were running from a pursuing helicopter, but the helicopter ended up crashing on them and killing them. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
So he already has a little sus going on, and then Hannah Reed was the armor what you call it? I think it was called the
The
armorer or
armorer or
something.
something like that.
Yeah. So they admitted they didn't check the guns closely enough. So why they trying to charge Alec Baldwin?
Right.
It seems like he played Trump too well on Saturday Night Live to me. I don't know.
That
You
might be
call it.
it.
It seemed to me that it's a little conspiracy going on, but that's just me. I always try to think about how something like that can happen, because like y'all said, all these effects they have and all the technology they have, I can make a video with nobody getting shot and make it look real. You know what I'm saying?
With blood and
So
everything.
that's what I'm saying. So I know that these studios can do it, and they can do it cheaper than using real guns. So this seemed like some kind of setup. I mean, I don't know, but I just hope the family can get that full 30 million. And then the dude who
Yeah.
got shot and lived, how much is he gonna get?
I know. Can he
If
get
that was
32?
me, I'd be trying to get some too. Because
Working on or something.
yeah, can you imagine you holding the camera and they shooting into the camera and your ass be like, oh.
He ain't even the director. This nigga holler, cut, goddamn cut.
He like,
Hey,
they shooting me.
they
I
shooting.
was like, yeah, man, fuck that shit. Alec Baldwin, I know his ass gonna fight that shit. They fucking with
Oh,
him.
yeah.
He was out shopping the other day, and they was
Well-
all in his face with the cameras and shit.
Well-
like it's his fault.
At the end of the day, I will say this: it's not his. He's the actor. He's the actor, and he's not. You know what I mean? It's not his position to make sure the stuff is safe. So he didn't drop the ball on his part. Somebody else
Right.
that was the studio, whoever hired them people, they hired incompetent people.
That's right. And they yelled cold gun when they handed him the gun. That means it's supposed to be a gun with no live rounds in it. It's supposed to be in Hollywood. But that same shit happened to Bruce Lee's son. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I was just about to say that shit, nigga. That
Mhm.
shit happened to Brandon Lee.
Yep.
He was shooting a crow,
Yep.
and live ammo ended up on that set, and he ended up dying. But
Right.
I want to say this about Trump, since you brought Trump up about Alec Baldwin. Trump, I think he tweeted this today. He said, "Guns don't kill people. Alec Baldwin kills people."
Oh, see, now that's
This
kicking
nigga
somebody when
actually
they
tweeted
down.
that shit, my nigga.
It's almost
Who
like he
tweeted
playing
that?
it.
Who treated him?
You already know. Who else gonna do that? I mean, that's inhuman to even say that. Instead of saying rest in peace or to the family, or my heart goes out to the people involved, then he want to take the opportunity to troll him when people dying. He didn't
That
care
nigga
about
is
the people
a
dying.
super troll. Yeah,
Dang.
yeah. He said people don't kill. No, guns don't kill people. Alec Baldwin does.
He's an old troll.
Yeah. So
A goblin.
My precious. That's Trump.
I can't
Yeah.
fuck with you niggas, dog. All right, man.
Gargoyle. Nigga's a gargoyle.
Yeah, with orange hair.
With orange ass hair, Astro's hair.
Oh man.
All right, my nigga. Let's go to this next topic, man. This kind of. I saw this today on the news, man. They say Facebook about to change their name. I'm not sure what it is. Me and Blame talked about this a little earlier. He says it's called the metaverse. I'm not sure if it's the metaverse, but that don't sound more appealing than Facebook. Like y'all can change that shit to anything, goddamn, the metaverse. So I'm not sure like what these niggas is on over here. But come on, Facebook, like give me something a little different. Blame the comment.
Well, let me say this. I don't give a damn what Facebook changed their name to. If I can get some more money out their ass, I'm involved with them. You hear me? They can call themselves the doodoo bugs. I'm gonna be on that bitch. You hear me? But man, if you don't know what the metaverse is, Charles G, it's like a like the VR headsets that you put over your eyes. You put your phone in the bitch.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like a supposed to be like a hyper extended on steroids VR experience or AI experience. And basically it's supposed to be like a whole nother world where you can based on being in this metaverse or this alternative world that just exists in your mind or digitally, you know what I mean, through the internet. They saying it's like the internet on steroids too, because it's like a whole virtual existence. And you can and they say a prime example, if you've never seen the show on Netflix called Black Mirror, I think it's like episode 4 or 5, where this dude he put on this like this little headset that go over your temples and it's blinking on the side and it take you into a whole nother world. And you really think that this shit is real. It's almost like being in a 3D environment where you can see stuff, you can touch stuff, you can feel it. And man, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know how you feel it or what, but it might have like the headset, and then it might have little stuff that go on your fingertips. You know what I mean? Kind of like if you playing the Wii or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And man, it's like it's an experience that really targets the mind and reality. Like you can actually be sitting right here and feel like you on the beach or on a scavenger hunt or in the middle of the Amazon jungle, and you got to survive. Wow. And then so on that episode of the Black Mirror, they pulled what the nigga was really scared of. And so he had to tell himself that this shit not real.
Right.
And then they fucked over him so good they came in on this episode and actually made it like they took the thing off his head and took him out the game. But he was still in that bitch.
He was still in there.
Oh, and fucked him up. The man was going crazy, bro. And a lot of people saying is that this vaccine and all that shit, this is a way to get you stitched into it. This is a way to get you stitched into it so the shit'll work. I know you don't want to hear it, Chuck. I know you don't want to hear it. But your ass didn't upload it to the metaverse, goddamn. They go flip a switch and you gonna be on, nigga. They beta testing you right now.
Yeah, well, don't flip me on in. I'm ready.
Yeah. So yeah, man. And a lot of people are saying too that the metaverse is the next step of evolution to digital currency and shit like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
So you know what I mean? They just saying this is people gonna be able to invest in this shit like Dogecoin and Bitcoin and all this other stuff, man. So who knows where this going? I'm gonna keep listening to see what it's all about. But I don't think I'm gonna be putting any of that shit on my head though. I don't know about that, man. We gonna have
you think we ought to get on the ground floor and put about 500 down?
Man, hey, I'm with it. I'm with it.
I'm ready to get in. All I want to do is make money, man. I'm looking at for the end of my career, nigga. I'm ready to retire. Fuck this dumb shit, nigga. I'm not finna work for the rest of my goddamn life. So, Cigarillo, I know you the tech man of the crew. You know all about this type of shit. I don't know if you done heard of the metaverse, man. I know you can explain this a little bit more than both of us can at the same time. So give us your spiel on it.
Okay, what I think this is just kind of like a timing issue, because if you notice right now, Facebook has been identified as a very toxic platform, so a lot of people are killing people on live, Facebook Live, killing themselves, snitching on themselves. So Facebook has got a real bad reputation right now. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to get away from that bad publicity and change it into something else. They want you to say, okay, well, Facebook is a social media platform, but this new metaverse is supposed to be like a virtual social gaming platform where you can do all the things that you would normally do around people and not do them around people. Like you're going to play games with people like on Twitch. You're gonna be talking to people like You know, just like you was on Facebook. It's just a distraction, and that's what it is. Because when I heard about it, I thought Meta World Peace was coming out with his own platform. I thought I thought it was a basketball thing going on. But then when I started looking that shit up, I saw how Facebook was actually they was actually going through a lot of legal issues. You know, they keep coming after Mark Zuckerberg because he got money and that power. And now, you know, with the leak, when that woman leaked all that stuff about Facebook and proved that they was actually engineering this stuff to control people's behavior, and it was proven, that's why they're trying to get out of it. Because if they change the name, then all the court documents are going to still say Facebook. You see what I'm saying? So think about that. They trying to get out of that, and then they trying to move beyond social media platform and turn it into a conglomerate of game and just a whole entertainment social type thing. So they trying to take over your mind, and it's been proven. So don't let them do it, you know.
And it's also like a type of world. It's also like a type of world where you can be in the metaverse and you can be a whole nother person.
That's
like
right.
You can be a person that you always dreamed of. Like you can build yourself damn near like a avatar. You know what I mean? And look how and then you can meet other people and you can damn near fall in love with them or fall in love with their personality.
People are going to do that, Blame. They're going to end up meeting people.
I watched the show on that.
That's right. They're going to have relationships with people. They're going to end up getting married virtually. They're going to have virtual marriage license. They're going to have virtual. Exactly. Because you know they got the equipment. Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, man, they gonna have things. You're gonna have your VR headset. You can meet a chick. You're gonna put them little things on your fingertips, and they probably gonna have an extension that run down your arm and go around your penis.
They already got it, bro. They already got it.
You're gonna be able to feel her grabbing on you. You're gonna be able to feel her grabbing on you, and all this shit gonna be done in your mind. You can see her face. She can see you. You can probably see yourself like a bed with mirrors and shit. So you can get a view of yourself being with her, all kind of stuff, man.
That's what they're going to have because they got the technology already. I saw it on, what was that show? It's a show called, I think it's called Slut Ever. Have y'all ever heard of that? A show called Slut Ever? Oh, man. Look that shit up. Slut Ever. Man, they showed an episode where they had
what platform is on?
It's on a Vice. Well, it used to be on Vice. I don't know about now, but it used to come on late night. And it would show these different, type of things. But they had one episode where they had the online virtual sex technology. And where you can be online with somebody with the virtual thing. You can feel them, touch them, hear them, see them. The only thing you can't do is smell them. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm telling you. They probably going to have all of that. And they going to be doing all kind of freaky, crazy shit that would normally be illegal. You know what I'm saying? They going to have people doing some shit that they ain't supposed to do. And, I mean, the world is going to really get fucked up, even if it's virtually. So, be careful.
I can dig it, bro. All right, man, let's go to this next topic, man. Let's talk about Michael B. Jordan. This is something Blame came up to me with. Like I said, Michael B. Jordan is about to be the next Superman. Like, Blame, you got to explain this shit, nigga, because I don't know nothing about it. This all on you, my nigga.
So they've been talking about it online for a minute, man, that they thinking about making Michael B. Jordan the next black Superman. And they said, I just read, it's supposed to get one step closer. And it's probably going to be appearing on HBO Max. And I think it's a good thing. You know what I mean? Because all our superheroes are so whitewashed. You know what I mean? I think it gives, I think it gives more black kids something to look up to. You know what I mean? Like how they did like they did the Black Spider-Man with the what is it, the metaverse? It wasn't called the metaverse, was it?
Yeah, the Spider-Verse.
No, it was called something, bro. What the fuck? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So my son loved that cartoon where Spider-Man is mixed with black and Hispanic. Mm-hmm. And I just think it gives them, hey, I can be a superhero. You know what I mean? It puts in their mind that, hey, ain't nobody white coming to save me. A white person ain't no damn savior. You know what I mean? And it just gives somebody to identify with, and I will support it hands down, 100 times down. I'll go see it. I'll probably even buy it. You know what I mean? Get my son whatever costume that goes along with it. It's gonna make a lot of money. I just hope that my acting chops is wherever they need to be, so I can be in it with him. Goddamn. You know what I mean? I just hope I get a chance to audition. But I think it's awesome, man. I support him as Superman. I wish it would go to the big screen and not just a streaming platform. But I mean, if they're gonna do several episodes, you know what I mean, you're gonna get a season 1, season 2 up out of it. I'm with that too, man. And it probably got to go to TV first just to kind of test it to see if ultimately it's a thing that can go to the theaters and go global and worldwide. So, hey, man, the man killing it, and he got a badass chick on his side, man. Nigga already winning if you ask me. I'm jealous.
You talking about Lori Harvey, huh?
Man.
Yo.
That little youngster is beautiful. You hear me?
Yeah, she got it together, man. She got it together. I ain't gonna stun on her. You know, Steve Harvey got a nice looking little daughter. I don't want niggas looking at my daughters like that.
like that.
Nah, yeah.
I don't know how old she is. Was she about 25, 22?
I don't know how old she is. I ain't interested.
He ain't even looked it up. He ain't even looked it up.
No.
He said you ain't gonna find that on my history.
You won't know. In my search timeline, you'll never see that shit.
Hey, you better get a VPN.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it down. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it in the load, nigga. Fuck that. But yeah, Rello, man, talk to me about that shit, man.
I think it's a great idea, but it's a damn shame that you get a gay Superman before you get a black one. I don't know what's going on there. I mean,
we did talk about that.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, Black Superman is what they've historically been afraid of all this time. You know what I'm saying? They don't want the black man to be more powerful.
To be out here saving white women.
Exactly, because are they gonna make Lois Lane white, or are they gonna make her black? Because if so, they need to have Lori Harvey as Lois Lane. You know what I'm saying? Keep people that might be a move. So I think it should go to the big screen, but we'll settle for the stream screen. We will. And
if you don't want to save her, I'll fly in and scoop her up and rescue her. Goddamn.
There you go. And I mean, honestly, hey, shout out. And shout out to Slink Johnson, because he did the Black Jesus thing, and I think they ought to make a real serious movie about a Black Jesus. How about that?
Hey man, that's kind of blasphemous, man.
You can say that, but that's all Superman is the same thing as white Jesus coming to save you.
No, I'm just talking about now, but the way they portray it, man, it's all cool. Jesus be cussing and saying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I said a serious. They need to do a serious version of that, not just a comedy version. It needs to be looked at as serious.
You don't think Jesus cussed?
I'm sure he cussed. He damn sure cussed when he tore up that temple when them heretics was up in there trying to take people money. He was turning over tables.
I'm trying to ask this nigga.
Oh.
You don't think Jesus cussed?
Man, I wasn't there. I couldn't tell you.
Well, if he didn't cuss, he wept. Jesus did.
Oh, he can cry, but he can't cuss. Come on, man.
Yeah, he did weep.
He probably cussed after he wept.
I know he probably cussed in a cooler way. I know he wasn't saying motherfucker and shit like that. He was probably saying, you scoundrels.
Back in the day, cussing was calling somebody a filthy lizard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You sweat from a baboon's balls.
Yeah, all that old kind of stuff. Yeah, elephant dung.
Jesus
you
cussed
camel,
before he wept.
You camel spit.
Yeah, Jesus cussed before he wept. He was like, "You funky ass niggas! I can't believe this whole ass shit."
Hey, have a remix. Hey, hold up. Hey, Kanye, we need a remix to Jesus Walks and call Jesus Cussed.
Jesus cussed. I know he cussed, nigga. With all these fucked up niggas out here, he cussing right now. Motherfuckers out here killing kids and shit now.
Exactly, man.
Okay, so let's go. We got 2 more to go, man. Let's go to a real superhero. A real superhero in real life. He's undefeated, never lost,
Hmm.
always won every fight he fought. Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, it is.
Floyd Mayweather got caught out, in the streets, and this teen came up to him, a little teen guy, and he had his nails painted black. And he asked Floyd for a picture, and Floyd was like, "I'm not taking no picture with no young man that has his nails painted black." He might not have said it like that because the nigga ain't too literate, but I'm just saying that might have been close to what he wanted to say. So Mayweather denies this picture from this teen, and the shit went viral. People were like all on Floyd's back saying, you shouldn't do that. And I don't understand all this canceling shit, man. This shit is really bothering me. You can't cancel everybody for everything. But this is what happened to Floyd Mayweather. This is his story. This is true. So blame the comics. I want you to talk about this. I don't know if you heard about this story, man. Tell me about it, man, if you have.
Yeah, I heard about the story, man. And it's almost, I look at it like this. It's almost where you deal with those older men in your community and they just don't put up with certain shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's that man preference. Like, you know what I mean? Where you go around some respectable men and you can't come around here with your pants hanging off your ass. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You can't come over here in no damn shorts. And this is an upscale debater type event. You know what I mean? You can't come around here, you know what I mean, ungroomed,
Yeah.
and not looking like somebody. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if that's one of his things that he don't, it's a personal pet peeve of his, where he don't feel like, he don't want to partake in that or be seen with somebody like that. You know what I mean? And want to maybe encourage that. I think it was a little young white boy to maybe change his style. You know what I mean? I don't know. I can't say. But he has the prerogative to take a picture, right to refuse service, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? That he wanted to take no picture with that young man if that ain't what he want to do. Especially if they was chipped and it wasn't a full set. I don't know. I'm just saying. But
That boy had them Libras on nails.
But I also have a cousin that's a part of that community, and a lot of guys that's a part of the LGBTQ community, they paint their fingernails black. You know what I mean? And I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if that's a way to let other people know that you're a part of the community without, flirting or giving body language to let them know that you swing that way and stuff like that. But hey man, you can't win them all. And like they say, Floyd Mayweather ain't for everybody.
No.
He ain't for everybody. And he just happened not to be for that young man. That's all I got to say, man.
Yeah, well, like they say, all you got to do is write that nigga a letter, and
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. He gonna whoop your ass when he see you. Take
write
a
that nigga
look.
a letter and everything.
It's in
will
a
be
book.
great.
Hell no.
Cigarillo, man, talk about it.
I really think that is America no longer America or something, because last time I checked, I didn't see Floyd Mayweather working in Times Square taking pictures for $5 and $10. So if you don't want to take a picture with somebody, you don't have to. I don't take pictures with NBA basketball players because you ain't gonna have your nuts in my face on a picture and me smiling about it. It's not gonna happen. You're
not gonna have me out here looking little, nigga.
Exactly. Somebody find me a step ladder or something. If you're an NBA player out there and you want to take a picture with Cigarillo, you better have a damn step ladder. That's what you're gonna have, because I ain't gonna be looking weak like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I mean, seriously though, if he doesn't want to take a picture with someone because of what they're wearing or how they're looking, I mean, he's the king of branding. He knows what that will do to his brand if people start posting memes with him with people looking any kind of way? What if the person has shit on their face and he said, hey, I don't take pictures with people with shit on their face? You would understand. You see what I'm saying? They have to think of it in a different way. Like you said, they canceling people. But honestly, y'all can't cancel Mayweather. As long as he's whooping ass and taking names and making money, you can't cancel him. That's one thing y'all can't do. You might have canceled Mike Tyson, but you ain't canceling Floyd Mayweather.
And he's so big now. Mayweather's so big now, shit, he can put his own fight together.
Yeah.
And he does.
That's what he been doing.
I know.
He does. The money team been doing it.
Right.
That's why you have like Triller doing stuff, because Mayweather kind of got that shit started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No doubt, man. So let's go into this last topic. We're gonna keep it kind of light on this one. Blaine, you brought this one too. You brought this one to the table. I don't know where you got this from because I hadn't seen this week. Caitlyn Jenner is in support of Dave Chappelle's The Closer. I don't know, like, where this came from, but if it's real, I feel that shit. If it's real, I feel that shit because Caitlyn Jenner is really showing her Bruce off right now. Like Sweat is.
Call me Bruce.
Yeah, she's showing her real Bruce off. Like the balls is showing. If you support Dave Chappelle, your balls is out here. So blame the coming. Talk to me about this Caitlyn Jenner thing and bring anything you got to the topic.
First of all, let me say this. I saw the story on Google News, and basically what they saying is that, you know, Dave Chappelle was saying that he don't have a problem with the LGBTQ community. He said that this is not about them. This is about corporate interests and a political stance to silence freedom of speech amongst the general public.
Right.
And Caitlyn Jenner agreed with that. And so another way too is this another move of Caitlyn Jenner, just, you know what I mean, by being a part of that community, involving himself in some drama, you know what I mean, to garner some attention, to keep up with the Kardashians, you know what I mean. It's just another ploy. And I think that, you know, Dave Chappelle is speaking the truth, you know what I mean? And, you know, like I always say, people rather, you know, they rather believe a well-dressed lie than the butt-naked truth, you know what I mean? And so, you know, there's people that want to control this world, man. They want to live the life that they want to live, and they want to do it by how they want to do it, by any means necessary. And it's not about just world domination. It's about having some type of control or monopoly on any given level. You know what I mean? To where you the gatekeeper. Remember, that's what Hollywood used to be all about. You had gatekeepers. You had to go through certain people to get certain things. You would hear people say gatekeepers all the time.
Right.
And so, you know, unfortunately for all these people that's trying to keep this power, social media has made it that much harder because everybody has a voice now. Everybody can tell their truth. You can't silence people. No longer do we just need to go through the news outlets or the radio to be heard. You know what I mean? We can put something out there on YouTube, and if we got a following or we got a fan base or friends or you know, somebody that's like the news stations and stuff trying to be the first one to cover a story.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's relevant now. So, you know what I mean? I don't know what his motives are behind supporting him, but he has came out and said that he supports him. And, you know, I don't know, man.
I want to stop you. First of all, I want to stop you, and you have to respect this woman's wishes and call her a she.
Well, okay. Well, she said.
That's what I said.
This is a quote. This is a quote from Caitlyn Jenner. She said, "This." That's what I said. She. She said it isn't about the
You've been
LGBT.
saying he for the last 5 fucking
I said she.
Rewind.
She now. Well, they got that.
They, them, there.
This isn't about the LGBT movement. It's about woke council culture. Run amok, trying to silence free speech. We must never yield or bow to those who wish to stop us from speaking our minds. And that's a quote from Caitlyn Jenner. Him, her, or they, however you pronounce it. I'm not,
her, nigga.
I'm not familiar.
Don't get canceled, nigga.
Yeah, no, you get canceled.
All right, man. Cigarillo, talk about it to me, baby.
I mean, I feel like Caitlyn was talking about, what's right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And everybody, if you don't feel like corporate interests taking control of a certain group and using them for their own benefit and gain is wrong, then you part of the problem. Because, I mean, the corporate interests will use anybody. They don't care about your life. They don't care about your cause. They gonna see what they can get out of it, and then they gonna move on, just like they did with Black Lives Matter. They had everybody talking about Black Lives Matter, putting black on all the social media, and then what happened? That shit disappeared like a fart in the wind. You see what I'm saying? So Dave Chappelle is making stuff that's gonna last, that's gonna make people think forever.
Oh yeah.
So you can be dumb as hell today, but when your ass wise up and get woke, you gonna understand that he don't have nothing against the LGBTQ plus,
he told you that.
all that community. He don't have no problem with them. Matter of fact, if you know, he went to the prom with a with a transgender person. So
What?
Yeah, clean that shit up, nigga. I don't know what did that happen.
Oh, you ain't seen it? He said it, bro. He said it.
To the prom?
To the prom, bro. To the prom.
No. I heard it.
Go look it up.
He let one open up for him, but I ain't seen nothing about no
Okay,
prom.
well go look it up, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Because basically, he is not against that community. It seems like
he said
like
it
people
himself.
got it all
He
wrong.
was like, "Hey, I don't have a problem with the LGBT plus community.
Right.
I have a problem with white people."
Right. There you go. I mean, he said it. That's plain English. So if y'all can't understand that, then they just want to perpetuate that conflict and that distraction, So confuse them and beat them, like Blame say. You keep the confusion up, and that's how you can get over. So
no doubt,
they ain't getting over on me.
Well, I definitely want to give a shout out to our boy that didn't make it in his absence. Pimp Game Shane didn't make it out here tonight. But we did have a great show, man. We put a solid hour in, and now it's time to give our shout outs, man. So I want to give it up to Cigarillo. Tell the people where you at. Tell them what you got going on, and we're about to get out of here. Going to Blame, then I'm gonna close it out.
Already. Well, I'm gonna keep it short, man. Shout out to everybody who wasn't here, namely Pimp Game Shane. He getting his record on in the studio, and I've been on Twitch going hard. So holler at me on Twitch, Cigarillo Martel on Twitch, and big shout out to DJ Magic Mike, man. He got a live show on Twitch. Y'all check him out, man. You remember DJ Magic Mike, Feel the Bass and all that? He's still doing it, man. He's still doing it, man. I'll be hollering at him about 3 times a week. Good dude,
that's
man.
What's up.
That's what's up.
All right. Blame the comic.
What up, man? So I ain't got too much going on, man. I got a little show I lead tomorrow from McAllen, Texas, down in the RGV. That's the Rio Grande Valley, down there by Brownsville, man. Going down there, doing a show with my guy Mario Superstar Salazar. You know what I mean? Embracing his Hispanic brothers and sisters down there in the valley, close to the border. So we'll be doing that, and then I'll be doing a little show out here in Spring on the north side of Houston, man, for this latest private engagement on the 30th. And then I'll also be going back to Cali for Halloween, man, to go spend some time with my son. Guess we're going to go do some trick-or-treating or something like that. I don't know what we're going to do. I think I'm going to be tired, but I'm going to go through the motions. And then, man, I'll be out there for a little while, and then I'll come back, sometime next month. But I'm always be here for chucking around, man. You ain't gonna
Always, man. I love that shit, dog. I love your fucking dedication.
yeah, I ain't gonna
Yeah,
miss
it
it,
is.
man. So I'm here, and yeah, man. I like this every month, man. And I mean every week. So
Every week.
keep us fresh, keep us abreast of what's going on. I know everybody don't get a chance to watch the news. Some people like to get their news from chucking around. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for real.
You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it, man. I think I'm about to, probably get into something tonight. Who knows? But yeah, that's all I got going on, man.
Hey, before you
All
go, I just want to say I was kidding about Dave Chappelle going to prom with a transgender. Don't cancel us, man. That was just
Oh
kidding.
Lord.
People out there gonna be mad.
But it's all right. But anyway, man, I definitely want to thank everybody for watching, man. Watching Just Chucking Around every week, and y'all been so supportive of us. The numbers are great. It's not no astronomical shit, but I definitely appreciate everybody watching this shit, man. And I appreciate both of you guys and Pimp Game Shane for coming in, even though he's not here tonight. Man, look, it's always a great time, when it comes to you guys, man. I have a show coming up tomorrow. It's a private party or whatever. Then I also got Dr. Ship coming up on the 5th. And shit, nigga not doing no tripping out here, man. I'm out here. I'm for real. I'm back in the game, Blaine. I'm back in the game, baby.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm back in the game, man. So, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna make sure I take care of my business. When it comes to anything, I might have a show for you too. We'll talk about this a little later on, but yeah, I might have something for you, man. So, anyway, man, thank y'all for watching Just Chucking Around. Thank you for Cigarillo. Thank you for Blame the Comic. Blame drop that beat.
Just chucking around.
Just chucking around. Chucking around. Just chucking around.